Mia cucina in Italian means my kitchen. And today I have a deliciousness. My girlfriend works many hours. They just opened this beautiful art gallery. And she is here. Come on down, Cindy! I have an incredible, amazing meal to show you because she works so many hours. And I'm going to teach her step by step how to make this deliciousness. And the way that this starts, I'm going to show you that the best thing to do is when you prep, you make your life so much easier. So what I've done, if you have a family of 2, you will be utilizing 2 cups of cooked fusilli. I always pre-cook my pasta. You can put it in the refrigerator, wash it, and then you can implement into your dish the next day, and it only takes 10 to 15 minutes. So what I have here, because we're having other guests to join us, I have used 2 8-ounces of this beautiful gluten-free, vegan, corn-free pasta. It's called Andean Dream Pasta. It's organic quinoa pasta. And it tastes just like pasta without all the fillers and the gluten. And then what I did is, let me start, I'm going to come on this side, because what I want to do is, I want to start my power on high. And what I have here is I have a good 2 tablespoons of olive oil that I'm just going to add like this. I know that we are going to be utilizing some other things. And what I have here is, if it's a family of 2, I would just use 1 pound of Italian turkey sausage. And then what I did with the links, I sliced them. You can actually slice them the night before, put them in the refrigerator. It'll make it a lot easier for you.
Never thought of that.
Oh, never did? No. Also, what I'm using here is I'm using an entire head, because it's going to be more of us, but if it's not going to be more than, if you're only going to have a family of 2, I would just use a smaller head of broccoli. And then what I do with the broccoli is I take my broccoli flowerets, very simple transaction, and then I just cut them in half to make your cooking time even less for you, especially with your working so much. So as this is heating up, I have here, I'm using 2 pounds of Italian turkey sausage because we're having more guests. And then I took this, and then I just took the link and I just cut them in, let me grab one of these because I want to show everybody how I cut them. And as you can see, they're not that big. Like that, guys. And that's what I have here. And then, if you're going to have a family of 2, you will be using 1 can of no salt diced tomatoes. I am going to be utilizing 2 cans. And 1 can I'm using fire roasted to give it more flavor, and then the other one is a no salt. So I'm not going to be utilizing hardly no salt is going to be going on this. And that's what I have here. And then I took 3 tablespoons for us, because it's going to be more of us. And I took fresh basil and from my garden, and I chopped, and I also used my thyme, and I used 4 tablespoons of fresh basil, 2 tablespoons of fresh thyme, and I already added into my tomato sauce, okay? Then what I have here is a teaspoon of, oh my goodness, tomato paste. And then I do have a teaspoon of organic coconut sugar. The coconut sugar is not going to taste like coconut. It's just going to be good with the tomatoes if you suffer from any kind of tummy. My grandmother would never use sugar. My grandmother would just get a lemon. She would just take a nice peel of it and stick it in the sauce. That's how my grandmother is. So what I've done here, guys, is I have added my basil in here with my thyme that it's in here. So what I want to do is and then what I've done is I've taken an entire red onion and I sliced it, and that's going to go right in here. Very easy transaction. All you need is this one nice big pan, and you got it going. Very easy. So now we are done with this. So you immediately smell that garlic. Oh, I love it. Not the garlic, the onions. The onions, right? They smell so good. So, because you know, we have the sausage, why not add the sausage? And this is the turkey sausage. I'm done with that. So pretty much I just want these guys to hang out here with just the onion and the sausage. And I am utilizing, again, 2 pounds of Italian turkey sausage that I have sliced. Remember, I also used a bunch of broccoli floweret, so we cut in half. And then what I have here is that I have between a 1/4 cup of chopped sun-dried chopped tomatoes and a 1/2 cup. I like sun-dried tomatoes, so it's between a 1/4 and a 1/2. I don't know what's between those two. A third probably. So that's going to go right in there right away, and it's in oil. So very simple. You see how simple it is? Come over here on this side because I'm going to have you. So I'm going to tell you so you can start doing that. You can start mixing it. Sounds good. Okay. Smells good. It smells wonderful. And what we want to do is we just kind of make a little hole. Okay. And this is when we now bring our tomato paste, because I want my tomato paste to get in there. And then what I want to do is I want to go like this, to break it up. Because what happens when you do that, it gives it a wonderful flavor. And now I'm going to add my garlic. I have 5 cloves of garlic. Now you guys, if you don't want 5 cloves of garlic, for all of you that are sensitive, it's okay. You can use less. So as you can see, this is coming along very easy. You see that? So what we want to do is we want to brown everybody. I have it, like I said, on time. Especially when you have a lot of the food in here. And now that this is going on over here, now I am going to bring your attention to the broccoli. I'm going to also add the broccoli all in there as well. I know it's like, well, wait a minute, nothing is browning. But you want the broccoli in there. You want this to start rocking and rolling. Because we are building flavor upon flavor upon flavor upon flavor. So it looks a little dry, doesn't it? Because turkey sausage doesn't have a lot of fat, and this is a very healthy meal to where you can have sausage and you can have this deliciousness. All right, so now that the broccoli's all in here, what I have here, guys, is I have 2 tablespoons of dried basil and 2 teaspoons of dried oregano. And then I mix them with like this with my hands, and I'm going to add all of this like that. And now, I am going to add the deliciousness of these roasted tomatoes. And I'm using 2 cans because I'm going to be utilizing a good 4 cups. So it's like I'm doubling the recipe, guys. Look at that. Doesn't it look beautiful already? So colorful. And then what I like to do is, and my grandmother always did, she would never just wash this off. She would go to the water, and then she would rinse it out. And then she would rinse it out. And that was my grandmother, and that was my mom. And then what I did is, because I grow my own basil, I have some extra little basil leaves. Why not use these basil leaves? Because I don't like to throw anything away. Oops, this little guy just got out. He didn't want to get cooked. He didn't want to get cooked. And now I'm going to raise this up to the most, and I like to use a couple of these because it kind of makes it a lot easier to kind of get in there. Look at that. Thank you. Because what's happening now is the sausage is going to start rendering its flavor. The wonderful broccoli is going to be marrying with all the herbs and all of this. So then what we're going to do now is I have the rest of my olive oil that is still here. Sometimes there's a little bit left. And why not use it? Because this is really good olive oil. And what happened is every 2 years in my land in Italy, the families get together and they harvest the olives and then they make olive oil. And that olive oil is so pure and so strong that you have to cut it. So you are having some of my olive oil from my country in here. And you didn't even know, see? And you got a little bit of, yeah, exactly. So I want to cover this, guys. I'm going to cover this up. And I'm just going to, oops, let it rock and roll over there. Exactly. So then I have my pasta over here. And I'm just going to grab a big bowl. Oh, a big bowl, guys. A big bowl. I did not grab a big bowl because sometimes you forget. Oh. Only human. And then you can see I have my big bowl. So my big bowl, I am going to add my pasta into that big bowl. Because you know what's going to happen, right? You can pour everything on top. Ah, you know that. So tell us about your gallery. As you're looking at the camera, tell everybody hello.
Hi everyone.
I hope that you guys can see us. There's something funky going on today with the filming, so I hope that you guys are not seeing me this way. I'll go this way. And confuse everybody. I'm confused. So tell us about what brought you here. Tell us about what's going on.
My husband and I were getting close to retirement, so we had friends down here in Ruskin. We decided to move down. We had our eye on this beautiful building, which used to be the Mary Martha house, and then it used to be, it was originally built for the Observer newspaper and M&M printing. So we got lucky and we got to buy it. Excuse me.
Taste. I want her to taste because, can you see how you do not need salt?
I taste all the herbs, and you don't need salt.
And you don't need salt. Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead, continue.
That's okay. You must cook. So we bought this building and we decided we're going to change it into an art gallery. It's called De Stijl, which means of style in Dutch. The building is painted in Mondrian, which is basic colors, red, blue, yellow, red, black, and white.
And it's a beautiful building.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, it is a beautiful building. It's curvy. I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. So it's curvy, like Elena says, and we put squares and rectangles on top of this round building. It's one of a kind, and I think it's the most photographed building in Florida right now.
Oh, wonderful.
We have people from all over. Oh, we just stopped. Oh, we're from Netherlands. We couldn't believe we saw this Mondrian building. It's really exciting to meet all these people.
That's wonderful. Well, I was like, when I first came to your gallery, I was, wow, this is, because you don't see galleries like that.
No.
No.
Most galleries are.
And if you ever come to Florida, where do they need to go to come and see your gallery?
It's Ruskin. It's 100 East Shell Point Road in Ruskin, 33570.
I hope that we are not sideways. I cannot see anybody writing anything. And if we are sideways, this is going to be a very interesting video.
Well, nothing is simple when you have the Stijl Gallery with you.
I'm telling you, you bring that wonderfulness from that building. Now, do you like your broccoli very crunchy, or do you like your broccoli very, very cooked? You know, Italians, we like things crunchy.
Oh, that's the only way to eat it.
So I'm still, as you can see, we're not even at 15 minutes, guys. That is a quick. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this over here, we're going to mix it all up, and then we're going to put it into this very beautiful platter. Now, we're not going to add cheese to this. But if you want to add cheese, you're more than welcome to add cheese. So it's almost, do you see how flavorful?
Oh, it smells wonderful.
And I hope that y'all can see me.
That'd be funny.
And if not, this is going to be the most funniest video that you guys ever seen on YouTube, okay?
Oh,
but we want to say hello to everybody. I got to go put on my glasses. Let me see what they're saying. Okay, guys, I got my glasses on. Let's see what you're saying. Hola, hello. Can you guys see me? Do you see me sideways or do you see me straight up? Can someone tell me? Because I can't see. You know, it's all about joy. You know, it's all about joy. We have been having the most challenging 2 years of our lives with this COVID and everything. And we need to bring it back to joy.
Oh, definitely.
Because when you have joy, joy can heal sickness. Laughter has, I don't know how many informants. I call them informants. They're informing the rest of the body, hey, you got to get in joy. So now, look at this.
Oh,
do you see this?
that is so much.
Do you see how it all came together? And you may not look at that, the juice. Look at this beautiful juice that it made. And now everything is, the aromas, no?
Smell. Here, put it towards the camera so they can smell too.
We need to have smell-a-phone. Well, should I give you a fork and let you see if you...
Let's use the spoon. Will it work?
Oh, no. We already used that. We do not reuse the spoons. It's a little hot.
Yeah.
And I know our guests that are watching this too are like, man, I want to be in our kitchen.
Oh, man.
Okay, done? Okay. So then now, guys, all right, let me get that right there. Then I'm going to take this delicious, as you see this, guys? You see this? Can you see this? I hope it's not sideways. I hope it's the right way. I want to get it all in there. You know, my grandmother and my mother always had these huge, you know, pots. And then what we want to do is just, we want to mix it all together like that. Look at that. Look at that. Guys, can you
that
see
looks
that?
so good.
Look at this. Look at this. And then what I want to do is I want you to bring the plate over. And we are going to, anywhere you want to. We forgot to put on the fadali.
We can put it on after.
Looks like this. I'm just going to put it on the side because we got enough over here. Look at this. Now, this, did you see how fast and easy this came? You wouldn't think that it cooked that quickly. It cooked that quickly. Now, what I'm going to do is, because, you know, it's all about the presentation, and especially if you're having guests at your house, you just go like this. This beautiful platter, my daughter gave it to me last year for Christmas. And now, guys, let me bring this to you. Let me show you. Let me show you what this beautiful broccoli and sausage fusilli looks like. And I hope it's not sideways. We want to thank you for joining us and all of our beautiful sponsors. God bless everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
One more time, tell us where they can find you. What is the address?
100 East Shell Point Road, Ruskin.
Come and see her at this beautiful gallery. All right, guys, take care.